dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 of the NFL, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers' Dave Canales. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. You might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Brings up second and 7.
The numbers on the ground last week for Hubbard. 14 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. This is second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Bucky Irving with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And good space to operate there as he takes his step inside the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's another Carolina Panther.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Young off the play fake. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. DJ Wynham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. begin this series with a give to Hubbard. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here is Young. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kalijah Cansey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Now here's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start on the ground with Irving. A little juke. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Once again, it's Irving. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Buccaneer first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young will set to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Gets around him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a quick throw right side. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers about ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Young working out of the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Panthers first down.
Young to throw it. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Gain of 9 yards.
To the air once more, Young. And a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw, Young. Driving for the goal line, but he's knocked down short. But with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield now. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd.
Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Buccaneer first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
throwing. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up
Slot man moves right.
At the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
Going with a dime set. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run out of the gun with Irving. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Out to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, look at that. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Second and 21 at the 24-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on second and long. Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 11.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Again, it's Young. And that one too wide and incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Sam Martin.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He completes it to Evans. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Complete to Mike Evans. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A run up the middle with Irvin. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 21. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So it's a win for the Bucs here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Buccaneers, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5 and 10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.